The point after splits the uprights. And the Thunderbirds drive out to an early 14-0 lead. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Short kick just reaching the landing zone. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Their offense headed back out for its second drive of the contest. And they didn't have much time to recover from that pick six. Need short memories here as they head back out. He put everything he had into this one.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Second and 10 now. Has it downfield working the left. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. To the air now on 1st and 10. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Thunderbirds are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Markers reset, ball at the 37. They'll throw on first. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Here's 2nd and 14. Buying some time right. Now he takes it. And he evades any kind of trouble, but only a short gain to show for it after sliding down. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Now looking to throw. He lets one fly deep downfield. And he's there to send that one away incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. So that brings up 4th and long. The Thunderbirds out and ready to punt. And this is the first time he's been called on today. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. That hits at the 9, but nobody around to grab it. It carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Desperados headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. This would be a good time for their first points of the game as they find themselves down a notable amount already in this opening quarter. On first down, they'll run. And he's brought down after a short gain. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Back-to-back carries here. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Upping the tempo with some hurry-up offense. Throwing on 3rd and long. Escapes the pocket. He passes the 35. And he's out of bounds, just a step short of the 40. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Back to throw. Escapes out to the left. That one's caught along the left sideline. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up. He'll look to throw. Flush down out to his left. It is cut left side. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And they'll have first down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. They go play action on first. Looking right, and he finds him. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. He's on the move. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He brings it in. He has the touchdown. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
That one splits the uprights. And the Desperados chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes their offense out again. They come in on a little two-game skid, Brock, but in control of this one so far. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And it's going to be second down. Give now to the running back. Up the sideline, past the 45. And he's finally brought down up at the 48. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right, they love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
And he's brought down for a loss. This offense looking to convert as they come up on third down. Running back sent in motion left. And that is how our first quarter will end as that pass falls incomplete. So before they can set up for another play, we've hit the end of the first quarter. Punt team on the field. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. Absolutely crushed his first punt, and here's another huge one. He put too much juice into that one. It lands in the end zone. We're bringing things out to the 20-yard line. Their offense running back out now. And after watching their passing attack take them the length of the field last drive, Brock, I expect we're probably going to see a heavy dose of the aerial attack again here. Option design here. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. They're set up at the 35 now. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Throw left side, complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Dropping back to throw. Chased out to his right. He takes it himself. Just a couple of yards here as he heads for the sideline.
And once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane. Just a little bit of room, just a little bit of air in the pocket. He found one of those two, but the defense swarms towards him and denies him the other.
And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Here he is on third and long. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
Pass play to call on fourth down. searches from the... Oh, no, they get him yet again! And the Thunderbirds will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on fourth and that kind of distance, and an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it, right? Too far to get to.
Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Lone back gets the handoff. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
From the gun on third down. He throws a bullet deep, and there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Desperados are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks him up, gets it right back for him.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two deep.
He's got it inside the 25. And that is a touchdown. The Desperados pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you gotta win right from the jump. And you gotta protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, but you can find pay dirt.
That one right down the middle. And the Desperados tie things up at 14. Now, after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. The offense getting set to go. And they're going to be looking for a little redemption after their interception last drive led to a tie ball game, 14-all. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Back to the line they go. It's second down. Pass play coming here. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Desperados are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Now a give on the counter. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They give it to him again. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly when he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Back to the well again. And they make the stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line. Now, after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. Changing things up, they're going to throw now. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
You know, so often we talk about speed offensively, right? We love receivers that can run. Well, that was a perfect example of how speed kills you defensively. A hurried throw, almost an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack. Speed's the difference.
Buys time, rolling right. Finds a man, right side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. From the red zone now. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown! So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
That one splits the uprights. And the Desperados break that tie and now lead by 7. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. The Thunderbirds ready for their next series. Led out on offense by their quarterback. And the last 2 drives have been teaching tape for that defense, Brock, and probably have earned this offense a lecture in the near future as well. Just haven't been able to take care of that football.
Yeah, I just kind of want to focus on those guys, everything they're doing on that side, because the humble pie this offense has eaten, it's been a tough watch.
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Throwing from the gun here. Diving right side. Got it. First and 10 from the 41. They're throwing it. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And he's going to go. It's a pick 6. You get a pick 6. You get a pick 6. These defenses, Brock, wow, they have competed. Seeing who ends up with the best highlight of the game, huh?
A highlight? You're going to call a pick 6 and multiple? Highlight, Kate?
No, even if it's your defense doing it, come on, B-Rock.
No highlight for a quarterback.
That one right down the middle. And the Desperados double their lead to 14. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. The offense headed back to the field. And this drive would be a win if they can just hang on to the football, Brock, coming off those back-to-back turnovers. First and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go now.
Back to the air following the pick 6. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. He'll throw it. Finds him over the middle. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. 3rd down from the gun. And they pick him off again. And the Desperados will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Oh, man, Brock, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him, seeing every throw, anticipating these routes before they're even run. When he's dropping back to throw, and I know this feeling, it's horrible as a quarterback. It feels like there's 20 defenders out there on this defense.
Well, he sure has come out throwing a good ball today, and the passing game has really been clicking early on thanks to his efforts.
Yeah, his plays really elevated the start his pass catchers have been able to have as a result. And you know what they're all thinking right now? This could be a game where we all get to put up some serious...
Oh, no, they get him yet again! And the Thunderbirds get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got one, we got two. Do I hear a third interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought. The defenders are offensive guys with bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
From the 35 on second down. And they pick him off again. And the Desperados will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
I don't know how many you could have next to you, Kate, that have been in this spot before, okay? I have thrown 5 interceptions in the game, and it happened to be our rivalry game back in college. It was one of the most humbling, horrific experiences of my life. Please, Coach, take this player out. We do not need to see another interception added to his ledger.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He's trying to go deep again. Ball and defender right at the exact same time there. And we'll see what they do here on second down. Back to throw. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down. They'll try and throw it here. He puts some power on a deep one left. They connect on the deep shot. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Just need 2 more yards that they couldn't get on that last play. Here's first and goal. Still sticking with the passing game. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
They'll send him up the middle. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Desperados get more points to end a lopsided first half. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They're just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
Thunderbirds 14.
And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Last drive of the half isn't going to be long. 14 seconds remaining. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he's out all the way inside the 10-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. So close to the end zone, but with time winding down, they're going to try for the field goal. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Groupie sends it through. And it gets a fraction closer as the lead's down to 18.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone, so the football will come back out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
One last play before the break. One final shot before halftime. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. This is caught inside the 15. And somehow they've reached the end zone with no time remaining in the half. Hope you weren't settled in to call a long drive there, partner, because only took them a matter of seconds to go all 80 yards and hit pay dirt.
Are you kidding me? I love big plays just like everybody in the building loves big plays, and it took all of them, the guys up front doing their job, and certainly the playmakers to finish it.
And the kick is good, so they add 7 to their lead on the final play of our first half. That brings us to the break, the visit. And with no halftime report this week, it seems, we're going to get right back to the field for the start of quarter number 3. The ball is teed up, and we're off in quarter number 3. Short kick here, fielded at the 17. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Desperado. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And after a little running, he gets this up to the 32. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Another carry for him. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
And a big hit on the return to stop it cold. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Completed over the middle. And they take him down at the 24-yard line. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Now we're on the counter. And they crush him right near the marker. It looks close, but yep, Brock, I think he safely got that 1st down before the hit.
You know what I love about that play call? It was simple. Nobody overthinking on the sideline or out on the field. Just an offense going to work and moving those chains.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
It's the pick up of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he'll push forward for a small gain to the 31. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Setting up a throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Play action on 1st down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Looking for a throw here. He's going to push one, and they pick him off again. And the Desperados get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
You know, my dad was my old high school coach. He's a play caller. He's an offensive guy. And after days like this, and I remember one in particular, he'd say, son, some days peanuts, some days shells. This has been nothing but a bunch of shells for this quarterback today.
Brought in inside the 20. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. First down from the red zone. Flushed out of the pocket. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
Defense looking to defend the marker on third down. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that gives them a 28-point advantage.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset. They couldn't finish the drive with the touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now outruns their offense to take over. And the turnovers have not helped as they find this game out of reach at the moment here in the third. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. And the trick play doesn't pay off. It's incomplete. Second down coming up.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. No better luck than the last play, Brock, as he just has to get rid of it. No luck finding his receiver that time. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Back to throw now. He beams one, deep rights up, and they pick him off again. And the Desperados take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
I think it's safe to say his day is beyond repair now, if it wasn't long ago. He just hasn't been reading these coverages at all, and it's clearly not on the same page with his receivers. I think it really is now time to think about his confidence for future games and get him out of this ball game.
He's got a man left, and he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. It appears all that prep work and studying that you quarterbacks love to do in the build-up to the game, Brock, it has certainly paid off. This guy has picked apart this defense much of the contest.
This is one of those games you appreciate. There's going to be peaks, there's going to be valleys, there's going to be mountaintops. Just like pitchers don't have all their...
Big gain downfield, and he will take this in. Touchdown! The Desperados parlay the interception into points. Ooh, baby, Brock, this one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I'm going to guess this is a press conference the coach isn't looking forward to.
They'll try this extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Desperados continue piling onto this lead.
Thunderbirds 17.
Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. This offense ready to get going again now. And Brock, I know the goal is always points every drive, but I think just as big a goal, gotta play clean football here. You cannot give it away for a 3rd consecutive possession.
Yeah, we call that rebuilding some confidence in yourself as a group, right? Just to execute without the mistakes. Pros, you can shake off a turnover with ease, but back-to-back, even the seasoned vets have a little trouble getting past that.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Back now, pressure on its way. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that gives them the first.
First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
This time it's a passing play. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And that pushes them back, 3rd down coming up. They'll motion him out of the backfield. They deliver a shot before he can get to the line.
Not terribly complicated on this one, just not the 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently, little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
The Desperados are being elected. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Right up the gut. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Just a couple on the pickup there, so back-to-back runs leave him with a 3rd and 8. That one's out and cut on the right side. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down. And he continues to rise higher and higher as this game goes on. That's a 500-yard performance for him. Less than 30 times that's ever happened, which puts in perspective the enormity of what he's accomplished here. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. This one, well, it has been a rough watch for the hometown guys. Their side getting blown out as we begin the 4th. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Plowing up the middle. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Here's 2nd and 7. Bails out of the pocket quick. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and out 3rd down. Looking to the air here. That's caught for the 1st. And he'll get it up to the 44. This game has already been a good one for him, Brock. And hey, there's still time he could add on even more.
And you just feel his aggressive mindset all game long. As long as there's time left, he's going to want to keep on firing and turn a good performance into a great one.
Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's able to get this down to the 36. I'm just going to go out on a limb, partner, and say that this defense is probably pretty tired of having to deal with this guy by these points.
Tired or exhausted?
Both?
Yes. Yeah, they don't have an answer. And when you've got an elite guy like this, no matter what you throw at him, he delivers, man, it puts you to sleep.
And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Give him 4 on that run. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Here's a throw. Forced out to his right. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Thunderbirds will take over as he records his first interception of our season. The team total is now up to 5, Brock. 5 times they've picked this offense off.
Say it a 3rd time for me, Kate, would you? Twist the knife for all the fans of this offense watching at home.
5 interceptions in one game. He's got it deep downfield. And he's in. Touchdown. The Thunderbirds pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. York tacks on that extra point. And the Thunderbirds cut the lead down to a more manageable 28 points. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. Fielded at the 14. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Pass play now. Oh, he put some heat on this deep. And they pick him off again. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And the Thunderbirds get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
That throw has got to be the last we've seen of him in this contest. I'm just not sure how they leave him in when the defense is clearly all over whatever he's trying to throw. The amount of frustration
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Trying again following the sack. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch. He's driving some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12.
Brings up 3rd and 12.
He's dropping back to throw. And they pick him off again. And the Desperados have it once again after yet another interception. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call it...
Has room down the left sideline. And tell me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Desperados keep running away with this. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
That one splits the uprights. And the Desperados grow their lead yet again. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Their offense ready to take the field now. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. Getting right back to it after that interception. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
2nd and 18 at the 22-yard line.
Another try following the sack. Has him on the quick hitter. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains. 3rd and 4 coming up now.
13 on the play. It's now 3rd and 4.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. He has the first over the middle. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield now. Finds him over the middle. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the 46-yard line.
From the 46. No one open, so he chucks this to another county. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. They'll throw it. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. They connect on the deep shot. And in for the touchdown. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything,
I was
Kate,
hoping
it was
you
just a
wouldn't see it.
pride drive to go and get your job done.
That one
I said I was just
right down
hoping
the middle.
that he wouldn't see it. I
And
took
the
a gamble there.
Thunderbirds cut the lead down to a more manageable 28 points. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and
Yeah.
turn things over to the defense. Return starts from the 16. And he'll go out of bounds after getting it all the way down inside the kicking team's 45. This offense and their quarterback making their way back out there, ready to take over once again. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this 2nd half. That throw doesn't lead to 6, so it'll be 2nd down.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Heaves this one for the back of the end zone. And they're not stopping the destruction, partner. That is caught. Touchdown. The Desperados continue piling it on here in the 4th. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Extra point attempt coming up.
But if you try to get
Right
to
down the
get
middle,
him,
it's
catch
good.
it in like
And the
wide
Desperados
open,
tack
drop
on
it.
7 more to their
But he
lead.
catches guys.
Thunderbirds 31.
Following the
put
touchdown,
it
they'll
in
kick
spot
it
where
back
only
and
he
see what
can
the
get it.
opposition has in store. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. The Thunderbirds back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And they'll get one final chance in a game that, to put it mildly, Brock, has been a bit of a miserable experience for them. To throw here on 1st down. Dumped off to his running back. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Their rookie out of Oklahoma there to make that play. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 38. Caught quickly on the slant. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. They're now set for 1st and 10. Throwing now from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he works this to the 38 before going down. 2nd and 3 now.
The game is 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 38-yard line.
Still sticking with the passing game. Finds him on the slant. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. And that'll chip away some of this near the end. It's caught for a
This team is so
touchdown.
fast.
The Thunderbirds making the scoreboard look a touch better. York now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Thunderbirds cut the lead down to a more manageable 28 points. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. Kickoff taken at the 13. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The offense being led back out by its quarterback as they get geared up for their next possession. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. Wow, they're going to pass it here. He's on the move. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. From the 34. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. Brought in inside the 20. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. From the red zone now.
That was so stupid. That's on me. That was so
They're
stupid.
going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Inside the red zone, they could feel how tight they were to the goal line. And then bam, Brock, they're off the field after a clutch interception.
I tell you what, football's the ultimate team game, but this is a situation where an individual picks up all 10 of his guys out there on the field. Somebody else is going to pick up the tab at dinner tonight for him.
The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And they can really do what they want with these last couple of snaps afforded to them because the outcome already decided. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Trying to push it deep downfield. Big gain downfield. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown. The Thunderbirds parlay the interception into points. You're good.
That
on the
corner
point
was
after.
fast too. He
And
just
the
not
Thunderbirds cut the lead by a quarter. Down now to 21. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. Has it at the 11. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. He lofts it deep left. This is caught inside the 15. And here's the timeout with just 1 second left on the clock. So we're going to have one more play left in a game that's already decided. This undoubtedly the final snap of what's already a decided contest. First down from the red zone. And they strike for a touchdown on the final play of the game. They didn't need it, but they will take it anyway. The Desperados keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. Well, that one might not sit so well with everybody down on the field. Heck, maybe some of his own guys, too. But he had a chance at a touchdown as time expired, Brock, and it was just too much for him to resist.
Yeah, it probably will ruffle some of the older school feathers down on the sidelines. But for a lot of the guys coming into this league each year, they're used to it. If there's time left, if you're trying to score, you're going to want to eat, no matter what the game situation is, and they used every last second available.
So something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away with a win. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a